All right?
All
So,
right.
so we'd like to begin by giving all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutation to the men that push in this word in sincerity and in all truth. All right, this is, four brothers from GMS Trinidad West, Brother Howard, Brother Lamad, Brother Yatazak, and Brother Quada. Just come to do a vid and hope that it be edifying. So, kind of open forum, so,
Yeah, so I'll be reading from the book of Joel chapter 2 and verse 1, right? Say, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and song an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is near at hand.
And what we're doing right now, blowing the trumpet right now, but even doing this video here, we're blowing the trumpet unto the nation of Israel and in Zion. Because anyway, Israel is, that is what Zion is. That is what the nation of Israel is. You understand? Israel is our people, because it was our place. Right? So we're blowing the trumpet in Zion and we're warning our people. Right? Destruction to come.
And then it say what? For the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is near at hand. So the day of the Lord at hand.
Right.
As we speak, we see the prophecies coming to pass. Alright, we see things like the Euphrates River drying up.
Dry up. Right?
Hey, dry up, Slovakia, dry up. There is prophecies. We see, NATO and Russia, they're coming along with the war, but World War III day, because scripture says the second was past, and behold, the third will come quickly. And right now, people who are the Israelites, who are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native, you right now you're in deep sleep. You in a delusion right now. All right, you don't know yourself. You don't know what is your nationality. You don't know where you come from. You don't know where you're going. All right, so we out here to give you knowledge, because the day of the Lord it is at hand. All right. They say a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spreadeth, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong.
Yeah, and if I may say, that going back into the destruction of the nuclear missiles, you understand? Because when these missiles hit the earth, right, it's going to actually bring a lot of darkness here. It's going to be real terrible. You understand? Thick darkness, the scripture talk about.
Yeah. Scripture says a day of darkness and of gloominess. Hey, when the children of Israel was about to cross the waters, the Red Sea, the scripture said that the Egyptians, basically their side was darkness. And when the children of Israel were, they had light. You understand? So when the Lord come, he will bring that darkness. You understand? And all the people will know that, hey, this is the day of the Lord. Alright?
And this is the book of Zephaniah 1 and 14, or is it verse 15? I'll go straight to the point. Alright, this is Zephaniah. Right, Zephaniah 1 and verse. I'll start at 14. It says, the great day of Yahweh Hashem Yeshua is near. It is near, and he is the great, even the voice of the day of Yahweh Hashem Yeshua. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. Right, this basically speaking against America. America is basically going to have all these high towers. You understand what they call basically skyscrapers, alright, and fenced cities in the sense of America have not known basically a major war upon the land. Yes, she had civil war, but like you say, like in the sense of being invaded by a foreign nation, that have not happened. You understand? But the scripture talk about is in the same Joel 2, that they shall run upon the walls, right? Speaking about these ICBM nuclear missiles, when they go into the ballistic stage, all right, and climb up into the heavens, dispatch the shuttles, and then the warhead actually comes really coming back in, spinning and hit the earth. You understand?
One fair day.
The scripture say talk about clouds. But our scripture say this is the curse that
Go it over the whole earth.
Yeah, you understand? So them clouds represent what the people call the UFOs, right? Those are chariots that the angels as being vehicles of the angels. Alright, the angels, alright, and Yahushai, alright, whom the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ, he's gonna come back in a fathership. Alright, a big fathership. And the people on you go be terrified because in their mind, you know, alien invasion.
And it's not only in their mind, because through the television, that is what Esau actually pushing out on the people by making movies like Independence Day, showing you know, big chariots coming into the earth atmosphere. He actually putting in people's mind that is aliens coming. Predictive programming. You understand? You were saying basically, go ahead. Right, you were saying basically how America never really can. Alright, so this is Isaiah 47 and verse 1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." Which showing you that the war to come, it go in and touch America and even devour she. You understand?
That's right. Amos chapter 5, verse 6, it says, "Seek the Lord, and ye shall live. Lest he break out like fire in the house of Joseph, and devour it, and there be none to quench it in Bethel. He who turn judgment to warlord and leave off righteousness in the earth, seek him that maketh the seven stars and Orion, and turneth the shadow of death into morning, and maketh the day dark with night, and calleth the waters of the sea, and poureth them out upon the face of the earth. Yahweh is his name." Right? So within all that, we had to seek. We had to seek Yahweh Hashem Yashai. And let's seek the Heavenly Father before these things start happening. Right? Because in that day when it happened, the gate of repentance will already be closed, will already be shut. Right? It will just be death, calamity, indignation.
Read it on. It said, "They had not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations." It says, "A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and the..."
So the scripture says a fire devoured before them. That's speaking about the warhead itself that explodes. Alright, and the fire behind them, alright, speaking about the thrusters that actually propel them to their destination. You understand? And when it says that the garden and the land is like the garden of Eden, before them Eden actually is paradise. So the place was a beautiful place, just like in the book of Revelation chapter 17, when John, the Revelator, he admired the place because America, basically because of the cities and the towers, it was a place of admiration, beautiful. Like a lot of people, you know, they want to run. A lot of us when we was younger wanted to go to America to live that so-called American dream. But it said before them, right, before the missiles hit, the place was beautiful, a luscious place to look after, basically like a utopia. But after, well,
Can we say that in Damascus?
yeah, can. And Iraq, before they invaded Iraq, Iraq was real, and Afghanistan. If you see those places before America, and that is the thing, the same thing you do these nations, you Lord going and do. You understand? Go ahead.
And it says here, "And behind them a desolate wilderness."
Right, that is because the warhead when I hit them, and that consuming wind alright, going and blow everything with a turbulent heat. You understand? That going and cause the day to burn as an oven.
Yeah, and then I understand any dialect whatever you say, because behind them there is a future. You can't see your future, so your future behind you. You understand? So behind them, what it says, what a desolate wilderness, and yeah, it say yeah, and nothing shall escape them. So them all of them, you know, who live in America, they're the dreams, they're the goals, they're the want to become. They want to go after the degree, you know, they want to save up money to buy some new Tesla car, you know, some electric car, or some big house, you know. But the scripture say what? Behind them, it desolate wilderness, and yeah, nothing shall escape them.
Or something. This is Psalms 9 and verse. Psalms 9 and verse 17. It says, "The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget Yahweh." You understand? And them bombs going and do that, alright, for them other nations. Alright? It going and turn them into hell. Because even right now you have the nation of Elam talking proudly against the Lord's people. You understand? All these nations they're going and be darkened. Because they're saying how all the people is the lowest in society, but when this World War III pop off, the other nations going to be low in Israel society. You understand?
You see, a lot of nations don't understand the reason why this happening. The Lord doing this for our sake. The Lord pleading with the nations for our cause. You understand? Because yes, we are the lowest, but what the Lord said, He's able to set the basis of men on, you know, roughly paraphrasing the book of Daniel 4. You understand? He could set up the basis of men, just like how He set up Esau Edom. He was the basis. You understand? And he on top right now. So the Lord said we are tossed to and fro. You understand? We are the afflicted. And the Lord going, and what He said, the meek shall inherit the earth. And the word meek basically goes back to being humble, the lowest. Alright? And the Lord going to put us on top. You understand? We just bring this piece of here to back to brother Yakizak. Alright? It says Psalm 49:11, it says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. You understand? So going back to what you're saying with the degrees, the diplomacies, the doctorate, they want to establish what they call the metaverse cities. They want to have flying cars and all these things, and they think you know, going into the true meaning of the scripture that the nation will dwell forever. But the Lord will not cut off the whole house of Esau. You understand? Scripture say that the house of Esau will not be for stubble, and the house of Joseph are flame. You understand? They're going to kill them in within Esau Edom and burn it up. You know?
Continuing on. It say verse 4, it say the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen so shall they run.
Yeah, because what horse represents power. You understand? Parash. You understand? That's with what they talk about when a car have 4, 5, 6, 70, 100 horsepower. You understand? Because what the strength and the might. And just like Job, I bring this piece up, kick just be somebody could speak by the meanwhile. Talk about a horse in a battle, and that's how the nuclear bombs win and run, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 15, it says, "For the day of your power is near upon all the heathens. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head." Right? So your reward will not return upon your own head. The same thing, the same how you rewarded us, right? But the Lord scriptures tell you that the Lord will not do double upon you. You understand, brother?
Right, so you talk about they shall run like horses, right? This is Job 39 and verse 19. Hast thou given the horse strength? Hast thou clothed his neck with thunder? Canst thou make him afraid? as a grasshopper, that the glory of his nostrils is terrible. It's the same way how these nuclear bombs going to move. You understand? They're going and run into the battle, right? And they don't fear, even though they try to be shut down by the missile defense systems and stuff.
A horse will see a spear point and at the time he runs straight into it. Because they have no fear.
Yeah, he poised in the valley and rejoiced in his strength. He goeth on to meet the armed men. You hear that? He mocketh at fear and is not affrighted, neither turneth he back from the sword. You understand? The same thing the brother saying. The quiver rattleth against him, the glittering spear and the shield. Right? Because when they're being shot forth, they're going to try to shoot down these ICBMs.
They can use lasers, they use missiles, they use bullets.
That's right.
Yeah.
He swallowed the ground, hear it? He swallowed the ground with fierceness and rage. Neither believe it, that is the fire that devoured before them.
Yeah. Boom!
Can. Neither believeth he that it is the sound of the trumpet. He said among the trumpets, ha ha! And he smelled the battle afar off. Because what? The scripture said the Most High has shot the arrows through the ends of the earth. The scripture said that they coming from a far country. You understand? Which what? From quite over Russia to the United States of America.
Okay.
Right? It says the thunder of the captains and the shouting that the hawk fly. Right, so finish right there. So it's showing you the horse and the scripture basically showing you
I'm taking out the line.
can.
Yeah.
But
It says, like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble.
yeah, so anytime you see like they testing these bombs, you always hear the noise when they be shut off out of the silos, yeah, come. And they make actually a thunderous voice, especially when they break the sound barrier.
Yeah.
You understand? Good.
Says, yeah, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face, the people shall be much pained. All faces shall gather blackness.
Yeah, because a lot of people going and stand in astonishment because they see what these bombs did with Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and these things carry a much more powerful yield. And within 15 minutes, that is how fast these things can move. When a plane moving from one country to the next, sometimes it's 10 days, 10 hours or more a flight is, or even a day or more to reach one destination to the next, and some of these planes have to refuel. But here it is, this thing leaving from
A jet is move faster than a regular
plane, commercial airline.
Because if I may say, when I was going through the document with Nagasaki and Hiroshima, they say how the plane that was carrying it, they say the second bomb, the plane wanted to drop it somewhere else, you know.
Yeah.
But because lack of fuel or whatever is the case, he drop it. Which part he drop it? You understand?
And here these things don't need refueling. You understand? I believe some of them use solid fuel, right? And within 15 minutes, look how big, because I can remember the movie that the apostles recommended for us to watch the day after tomorrow. You understand? And we went on, some people was lining and they hear the siren, you know, you go hear the siren and they see their missiles shut off. So the question they ask themselves, they say, but if we shooting off missiles, that means USSR or the Soviet Union, right, or Russia, that means their missiles gonna be coming here too, because they know it's a simultaneous thing. Vice versa.
You press yours, we press ours.
God. So here, how long does it take for one of their missiles to reach over here again? Say about 30 minutes. They say 30 minutes. And here it is now, they cut that in half. 15 minutes. You understand? So this is why the Lord said he beholds Satan falling like lightning. Because of the speed that the Lord can. Closer. Yeah, can.
They keep advancing it too.
Yeah, and none of the Minuteman missiles, or whatever the case is, or the Trident, they ain't faster than the Sarmat, Satan too.
Because hey, with them missiles, the more faster something move in the atmosphere, the more faster it degrades, right? Like you can't put iron on to use for missiles because
Friction.
the amount of water and water molecules in the air, it will start to break it down, it start to rust it and break it down
Oxidize
quick,
it, yeah.
melt. So they have something. I don't know if it's because I know they say graphene is the strongest material on the earth right now. When it comes to strength, you know, I don't know how they're doing it, but you know, you got the onboard cooling system and everything.
Yeah.
So there's advanced technology they're dealing with right now. And when you watch your world, they just look like cell phone. Almost every 2 months or every year, some new phone coming out.
More advanced.
More advanced. So you understand?
Okay. Because right now, as I was talking about phones, right now they have a phone where you could stay a real far distance and zoom into somebody's hotel room. You understand? And long time ago, they never used to have that kind of technology.
And about telescope.
Telescope or binoculars.
Can. You understand? So it's showing you.
Yeah. It says here, they shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war.
Right, that is when they go into the ballistic stage, right? They climb in the height, and then they talk about the wall, right? So the wall is basically the missile defense system that actually send out a frequency of a perimeter to detect when a missile actually come. But we'll actually go why they go to the ballistic stage also, and why it's so what is the word I'm looking for, but basically these missiles could dance the missile defense system, right? But that wall of what they send out for the missile defense system, like a dome, or whatever the case is, or invisible wall, right? It will not be able to pass.
Yeah, sensors on it.
Yep, and pass through it. You understand? The time them looking to shoot, the missile don't pass them. You understand?
And they say also that the missile is fly so low to the earth itself that it's hard to pick it up on the radar and thing, because something moving so fast but also so close to the ground, hard to pick up and take it out.
Just like the Poseidon torpedoes, nuclear torpedoes. You understand? They can move very slow and very low to move. Oh gosh, to evade missile detection, and then when they reach a certain point, they speed up underneath the water. You understand? And explode and cause a radioactive tsunami.
And that also is our next piece of technology that ESO invested in, because even the bubbles, the propellers, they had also re-engineered that so that when it's spinning, it will make bubbles and certain friction in the water. And that, you know, to send up these sensors, any subs and the ships. So that also re-engineered our whole propellers and all the thing on it to get that moving quiet. Even the submarine, there was submarine that never refueled in years, because they're using they use nuclear and steam and nuclear. They combine the two technologies together, steam and nuclear. Basically, the nuclear keeping the steam hot and the steam that's going around cooling and getting back hot, and it's a system.
Yeah, that could actually stay underwater for like
forever.
That could actually stay underwater for 3 months or so.
They say since it touch the water, they never had to take it out to refuel it, because why does the nuclear reactors, it is a power source where that is keeping heat, and the water is turning steam and point a turbine. It turning a turbine on in the submarine, and while it turning the turbine, the steam past the turbine's propellers goes around some cooling system back to water, and it's a
like a condensation.
Keep recycling
and give it oxygen and thing too, so you can actually stay on the day for real long. That is Russia own. That is the biggest one here.
Because
you know who get them that technology going on.
Because even they was making cars like that too, because they say they make a car that could only run on water alone.
The submarine, they're splitting the molecules in the water, the breaking the bonds of hydrogen and oxygen. They're using the oxygen to breathe, and well, they have filters for carbon dioxide to sweep the air. You know, and they're using it. Well, I can't remember what they said. They was using the hydrogen part for. I don't know if it's fuel or cocoa. I can't remember. But, you know, yeah, that whole thing. That just because hey, when John the Revelator was seeing Babylon, he marveled and the angel asked him, "Why you getting on so far?" Yeah, so because it's technology. He was seeing the technology. You understand? Remember, he was in the days with horse and. And he's seen and like, way, you understand?
Just like how when the apostles, when they was breaking it down, so most likely the Lord might have taken him into New York with the square. You know, the square, you see all the lights in the big area. You know, you probably see all of that and like, hey, see marvel. Like,
yeah, you come from fucking the salt mine with room and man riding horse shit and all the place. You come and you watch, you see car and train and like, what the
men flying
what
in the like, damn.
And you just look cool, say cool as ever that way.
Yeah, you ain't seen nothing. All they're going and get this is shit compared to what.
There's a
I'm gonna destroy this.
let's call it primitive technology.
Yeah,
this is primitive because look, he saw they put power in this, that I run all kind of fucking wire. When we Kingdom gonna have that bullshit, all them wire and thing. If I pull fall over there, that's called TNTech, the grinding shook. If you go there, go dead, all kind of bullshit. This is primitive. This is like the stone fucking age here right now still. And when we go in power, because if you go up Goldwood Park where it's all the so-called riches right now, it's fucking concrete and tar road you're walking on. And there's bigger concrete house to the normal size concrete house with the normal citizen. What is the difference? So when we go in power, that's where they're gonna know. They go see what is living.
They are telling how to melt gold to pave the roads.
Yeah.
You know, and
we go already had that because we got all wisdom. We go be able to watch grass, bush and tell you that is a medicine, that is a herb, this is a fruit, this is edible, this is a poison. You understand? Just as the animals have it, you know. How come when a goat born, the mother that'll go and teach him meh. He don't know what is he fucking seen, he don't know what is he eat long time. You understand? Who teach her fox out what to eat and what not to eat? Who tell the dog and them that herb there is for worm out?
Yeah, automatically.
You understand? So we can automatically have the laws in our mind. We can automatically have all the knowledge of all things. For them, you saw them talking lie. We don't. For them, they start talking. We don't know the fucking lie. Because we can have them. You can have the wisdom.
as soon as they be born, as
Come
the
on.
child born, stop like.
We can know the script. Hey, we can know all things, you know.
That's right.
Through the how Bashim, how shy. We can know any like this phone, any kingdom to come. We go be able to tell. You go to say, well, this thing, that, this element, this goal, and tell you how everything pattern, you know.
God.
But when we make something in the kingdom, it can be wow.
How they get that too?
You understand? Because we got all the elements and things. Gold. Because they can't use gold in this because it could be too expensive.
There are some have gold inside it. They say
It has some percent, but they can't use gold for every wire and thing.
Nah, not for everyone.
You understand? So you just imagine how we can be. Watch Jake in a gangster mode with gold chain and thing. Think about Jake in righteousness in the kingdom wearing that same gold. Watch your Jake operating with a gold chain and thing now.
Yeah.
You understand?
Actually have a robe, just like
Watch how Jake does walk with a chain.
Saudi Arabia prince. I think he have a golden fleece. Or
And
a robe or
that's
something.
fucking hidden.
God.
Alright? So with that, hey, I hope that you was edified, you listeners, you know. We kinda shift it a little bit.
God.
Giving all praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Bashim Kodash. Hey, double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, which are GMS. Shalom.
Shalom. What a babal.
Khan.